LEGO has been slowly giving us LEGO food trucks, and so in today's video, I'm going to try them out, because now there's 3 of them. Be sure to stick around, because we'll build a massive LEGO food festival at the end of the video.
And don't eat your Legos, I learned that the hard way.
We'll start with the donut truck, which is chock full of details. First of all, there's a massive donut that spins on the top, all sorts of cool detailing, a door that opens in the back, watch me struggle to open it. You got doors up front for the driver, and of course you gotta have an employee to drive the truck and run the donut shop, but it'll need someone to sell the donuts to, and what better than a cop, and of course they've got the money ready. The best part of the whole truck has to be the giant donut on top, which has some awesome frosting and it spins. The frosting drops below the donut are hilarious too. We'll sit the donut down to look inside the truck. Now, there's a lot going on for not a lot of space. There's some donuts, a coffee pot, and a coffee maker, as well as enough standing room for an employee. There's some really cool details on the other side, like that frosting and the signs, which gives it a great look. The cool part is that you can pop off the food truck part of the food truck. And now you have an empty donut truck and this cool little food stand, which works with the minifigures as well. So maybe it's not a food truck, maybe it's just a portable food transportation unit. But my question is, can this truck hold cars? It's a big enough bed that maybe it could, but definitely not the big ones. So we'll try this little one. And it just barely fits on there. If you move it around too much, it definitely falls off. It holds on to minifigures with ease. Let's check out our next food truck. I also felt like you could do donuts in the donut truck since it's a donut truck. All right, that's enough donuts. All right, now it's time for the smallest build of all the food trucks, this little burger truck, and it's a ton of fun. It's got all the right toppings for a burger, like lettuce, tomatoes, onions, meat, and cheese. And the truck part of the food truck is pretty cool as well. And of course, we've got the minifigures. We've got the burger server with this massive fork. I don't know why you'd need a fork for the burger. And then we've got this cool guy that has a hearing aid. That's a very cool detail I didn't expect LEGO to add. And then, of course, what's a burger stand without a massive burger? I mean, look at this compared to the minifigure. This is like eating 3 burgers instead of 1. And just like the donut truck, the burger pops right off to have this little burger hut. And of course, on the other side, it's got a nice big door for the burger employees to get in and out. And behind this giant sign, there's a burger bun that's a roof. When you open it, you can see all sorts of cool stuff inside, like the fact that I've got a grill cooking up the burger. You can see the inside of the burger's toppings. I like how the counter looks like cheese. But you must be wondering, can the food truck switch? Well, let's try it out. By detaching the 2 stands, you free up the beds of the trucks so that we can do a nice swap. By putting this big old donut stand on the back, it hangs off the burger truck pretty significantly. But let's see, because the burger stand's going to be smaller. And unfortunately, it doesn't fit because of those bulky fender pieces. But that's alright, at least it doesn't fall. Okay, never mind. We got ourselves quite a collection of food consumers here. Let's move on to the next one. And now we have ourselves the Slushie food truck. This is a bit different than our other food trucks, and I'll show you why in a minute. It's got all sorts of great details, like the little penguin face in the front, and you'll see why that matters later. It's got cool sliding glass instead of a big old open spot, and this door swings open so you can see the cool slushies inside. And I mean literally cool. And you also gotta acknowledge that massive slushie cup on the top. It makes me a little bit hungry. Unlike the previous 2 food trucks, this top doesn't come off, and I know why. It's the same thing as this camper. You can notice the 2 shell pieces at the top are the exact same, and when you turn them around, they both have the same side features that allows for you to open the doors, except my camper has a massive engine in it. Maybe we'll do the same thing to the Slushie. The minifigure game is on fleek though. This cool penguin minifigure is a Slushie that runs the food truck. And then we've got this little consumer of Slushies. Well, now it's time to build ourselves a LEGO food truck festival, which means we'll need to bring in the food trucks, add some minifigures, and set things up. But hey, it feels a little more empty. Let's add something else. That's much better. All these minifigures can have a blast enjoying their food trucks.